Good morning, everybody. We got us a Bg86 steel. Customer states bogging down, tune it up. First thing I do is look them over, especially on these. See all that gooey residue around that right there? That's the first thing I'm gonna chase. I hadn't even started it yet, but I can pretty much guarantee you that stopped up. Let's start it and see how it sounds. Okay, it's locked up. It felt like it's probably got fuel on the top of the cylinder, like the carburetor might be loading up on it. But before I forget, we're gonna go ahead and see what that looks like right to start with. Yep. I don't think this is all of his issue, but it's definitely some of it. Can't even see through it. I'll show you what we do here. Now that takes care of that problem. Put it back in, and then we'll figure out why is it locked up. I got a feeling when I pull the spark plug out of it, there's going to be a lot of gas sitting on top of the cylinder. Yeah. See it running out? Man, it stinks too. Shoo! Goodness gracious. So that tells me that our carburetor is no good. It needs to be either cleaned or replaced. So what we're going to do now is disassemble, pull the carburetor out. That way we can blow some air in there and get that cylinder dried out. So let's go ahead and take her apart. I tell you what, this thing right here is bad to the bone. I love it. Get your trigger off of there. Your trigger linkage, I should say. Now, I'm gonna spray that off right quick. All right, let's remove our fuel lines. Now, we'll put this to the side. We're gonna open it up in just a second, but first things first, I want to get that cylinder dried out. Well, let's see, we're gonna get the piston at top dead center. Now we can blow some compressed air right down in the intake and get that mess out of there. All right, that takes care of that. Now let's open up the carburetor and see why it was doing that. All right, we're looking good on this side. We'll put it right back on. I was thinking this gasket diaphragm right here was going to be hard, but it's really not. So I'm assuming we probably just got some trash in there from that really terrible fuel that they had in there. So I'm gonna blow it out right quick. I'm gonna remove this needle valve here. That's what meters your fuel flow. That diaphragm touches this little arm right here and lifts up on that needle valve and allows fuel to come in here, and then it flows through these little check valves and goes to the throat, which goes into the engine. So I'm gonna remove this and blow it out because I think we got some trash stuck in there on the underside of that needle valve, and then we'll put her back on and see what happens. If it gives me any more trouble whatsoever, I'm gonna replace the carburetor. Here's what the needle valve looks like. We're gonna clean it off and put it right back on. And we'll do a pressure test on this carburetor. I'll show y'all how that works. That'll save you some time. You can test it and see if it's holding pressure before you put it back on. Now, you got to know what side to hook this pressure gauge to. This is your main inlet coming from your fuel filter. You want to hook it here to test the pressure on your needle valve. Hook her straight up there, bud. Now we'll pump a little bit of air to it. And as you can see, it's holding at the moment. We'll break the seal with my middle finger here. All right, pump it up again. It's holding pressure. Tap on that. So you can tap that right there. See that? That tells me the needle valve's working. Evidently, we just had a piece of trash in there holding it up. Let's put her back together. Pop this right here out, and we're gonna change the fuel filter. It's easier to do it from the top than it is to try to fish it out from the bottom. Just like that. Chunk that one. Get you a new one. Put her right up there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, just like so. Now we go right back in with it. All right, back on with the carburetor. Now we can see if it'll prime up. Beautiful. Just what we wanted. All right, now I'm gonna quickly button this up right quick and we'll see if it'll start. Oh, damn. You blended in with my black table, you little shit. Damn it. Well, anyway, we'll start it right quick and make sure we got it right. If we do, then we'll put that back on it. That's just the air filter side, but it needs it. You don't want to forget that one. All right, y'all see how it's acting? I ain't even gonna fool with it. I'm putting a new carburetor on it so it don't come back and bite me in the ass. Because if I send it out of here trying to tweak that carburetor, I guarantee you when he gets home, the first time he tries to use it, it's gonna do that same exact thing right there, bog down. So the new carburetor's gonna go on it. We have one, new carb. Let's get it put on. All right. So fresh and so clean. Now that sounds better. That's one tip for you guys is don't spend a lot of time dicking around with these old carburetors. Sometimes it's just better to throw a new carburetor on it. Now if it's something simple like a diaphragm or something, you can just swap the gaskets out and save it, go right ahead. But 9 times out of 10, you can adjust them high jets on that and get it to work for you. And the next time you go back to use it, it'll be bogging again. So I personally would rather it be right and not come back than to save the little bit of money that it costs for that carburetor. 49 bucks. So I hope that helps you guys out. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep wrenching.